Y'all remember Cash Out? I know y'all remember Cash. He said, I'm riding around with that Nina.
I'm riding with a girl named Nina.
you know Cash Out facts. I don't know why I did that when you know what I'm saying? But I ain't even noticed. Buddy been locked up for 4 years, right? For S trafficking, R word, pimping, prostitute. Bro. And everybody want to be sitting here talking about Diddy. Anyway, long story short, his sentencing was today. Let me turn on this light. I got extra light over here real quick. I'm blacked in the muff. Hold up. All right, boom. We cashed it out. Anyway, long story short, let's just cut to the chase. Buddy been on trial for all of that stuff right there. Right now is his sentencing because he got found guilty on every single last charge. We gonna hop into it because he approached the court, right, to give basically his final words. Judge let, at the end of the trial, they let you talk before sentencing so you can, whenever I went up there stumbling and fumbling and grooving and crying and shit damn near. I wasn't crying, but I damn near was whining. But he went the complete opposite. He went up there talking about what he's sorry for and ain't sorry for. And basically, he wasn't sorry for shit. And at the end of the day, he paying the ultimate price for not being sorry. Granted, I don't think, because his plea deal was like 25, I don't think they would have been lenient anyway. But it'd have been worth a try, bro. Facts. Let's see what Buddy had to say.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. I want to start off by thanking you for giving us a fair trial. I want to thank the jurors for the amount of time that they put in to judge this trial. This time being on this trial, I was able to see how the jurors are put in a tough position to, sit there and judge someone's life. It's a hard decision, and I felt like they made the wrong judgment. I've done things in my life. I'm not perfect, but the things I've been accused of, I know that I haven't done those things. I know it's typical for a person to come up here and, show remorse to, crimes that they have done, but I can only show remorse to the people that I know that was in this trial, which is Kiara Adams, Deanna Sanders, and Jasmine Brown. Not remorse on behalf of like I did anything to them, because if you know me and people who really know me know that I wouldn't force anybody to do anything.
I ain't even gonna pause it no more. Like, I'm gonna let this go play all the way through. But I just wanted to point that out, bro. How do you go from saying I can't have remorse for anybody unless you was on this trial, name 3 or 4 women, and then say you don't even got remorse for them, like saying you did nothing wrong? Well, what the fuck you got remorse for? You can't give blanket apologies and half-ass apologies and shit, bro. Granted, like I said, I don't think it was gonna go right anyway, but bro, what is you talking? I'd rather you'd have went up there like, I'm saying, with your head up like the little niggas was off Baby Boy when P and Jody had to run down on them. Well, really P, but I'm saying, like, yeah, cause I got, bro, shut the bro.
I met women, I dated women who were doing escort or whatever, however people want to look at it from a moral standpoint, but who was doing these things as a grown woman. I've only dealt with grown women. Nothing was forced. Nothing was coerced or anything of that nature. If you notice, before this trial, no woman can say anything about me before this trial. If you notice, before this indictment, no woman can say anything about me before this indictment. I get the situations that people are put in when they're faced with a certain type of crime or a certain type of time, and they're bullied into this situation to put the blame on someone, or to put the blame on Cash Out, or to put the blame on someone who's at the top. That's why I didn't really fault them for their decision. I didn't fault Deanna Sanders for making her decision during the proffer. She just had a child. Mind you, she was just on video call with me while being incarcerated. I don't fault Kiara Adams for doing the things she did with her proffer, because mind you, she was facing a certain amount of time handling her probation in different cases that she's on. I don't fault people for making accusations, because I'm a man that typically.
Bro, I ain't gonna cap. Said I wasn't gonna pause it no more, but I had to pause it one more time. I mean, it's only a few more minutes left. It's just time left. But listen, one question, bro, real quick. Anybody else know what do anybody know what the fuck he talking about? Bro, he just yapping. So it's like you like I said, them half-ass half-ass apologies where it's like, oh, like you acting like you forgiving these motherfuckers. He like, yeah, cause you know I can't blame her. She just had a baby. Nigga, fuck her baby. I mean, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? If you was really innocent, you wouldn't be on that tight wave. So you half-ass apologizing. Oh, yeah, because I can't blame her. She just had a baby. I can't blame the other one. She fighting another case. Bitch, like, what are we doing here? I need to find that pinky joint and you put it on my stream deck where he's like, say another motherfucking word, and this shit is over. Ooh, buddy.
Let women leave on their own behalf. Never held them in prison or held them in slavery or said, you can't leave me or you can't do this. Every woman you've seen come on this stand showed you that they left and came back willingly on their own. What I mean by that, they left on their own and they came back willingly on their own. During this trial, I was able to see how valuable life is and how valuable the people that you hang around or the people that you even date or the people that you even know, how valuable it is to judge their character. Sometimes I let people stay around who I knew was going to affect a situation that I had going on. So I don't, and for the people who came to this trial that I never met a day in my life, never had any contact with them, never had a text message with them, never had an interaction with them, don't even know where most of these stories came from. It's baffling. Never forced a woman to commit a sexual act. Never, I've been traveling all around the world from here to Dubai, and you would never hear a woman say that I forced them to do anything sexual or commit a rape with anybody. I don't hang around people that do things of that nature. I feel like, and somebody asked me this the other day, it was like, every time I see your head high and you always smiling, because when you have that confidence, it takes me back to the Bible. When you have that confidence, you know you can be falsely accused of things. Jesus was falsely accused. A lot of the prophets were falsely accused. You don't have that.
Bro, watch your mouth, bro. Don't put Jesus and prophets and all of that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't, bro. Watch your mouth, bro. We about to crash out on Cash Out. Fuck wrong with dude? He damn near just compared himself to Jesus and prophets, bro. Look, bro. I'm speechless right now. That was wild. What is he talking about?
Emotion like you've done something. You know, so if you see me with my head high or if you see me smiling, it's because I know at the end of the day, through Jesus Christ, the Most High will always give you the actual judgment. So I really thank you for providing us a fair trial. Just me getting to know you during trial, I was like, you know, she's just the judge. But when you sit 12 people in that panel and you know, have them, you know, judge our lives and, you know, put them in a position to judge our lives, you know, it takes you back to, once again, the Bible when people had to judge these prophets' lives. And I say, if you know me, you actually know me. There's plenty of people that know me in this world. There's plenty of people that know me in this jail. There's plenty of people that know me where I'm from. Like I say, once again, I'm not perfect. I come from certain areas. I come from, you know, certain environments. I come from doing things in my past life before the music. But I'm here to tell you that if you sat in this trial and you paid attention to this trial, before these dates, no woman could ever say, I've done those things to them. Before these dates, you can go on my Instagram and see these women enjoying themselves, having their own things, living their own life. Before these dates, I can say you had these women that never had anything to say about me. Before this indictment, before the RICO, you had these women actually talking to me while I was incarcerated. I've been incarcerated for 4 years, and these women are interacting with me. These women who took the stand up and supposedly scared of me or monsters or I'm a monster or took these proffers. This wasn't the case before they was indicted. So from my perspective, I feel like some people can get bullied into a situation that they really don't really want to do. I'm sitting here just holding my head high and just, you know, feeling that one day the truth will come out. One day the truth will come out on my situation. One day the truth will come out on this rape allegation. that these things never happen. And it's
What do you mean one day the truth will come out? It's today. The truth is today. If I was his lawyer, I'd have grabbed him by his motherfucking hair. And shut up, nigga, shut up. Nigga, say it again. What's wrong with him?
get up on that stand and put their hand on the Bible and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That means you have to be perfect, like you're Jesus. You have to be perfect on that stand. You can't show a flaw. And that's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because I had flaws in my life. So you have to tell the complete truth on that stand. And I got up there and see people put their hand on that Bible and not tell the complete truth. And that's baffling. But at the end of the day, I put my trust in the Most High. I put my trust in the universe to bring out the truth.
Rewind it.
To bring out the truth of these people who made these allegations. To me, it's like you have no heart. You have no heart. And I know people want me to stay in line or walk a toe, but when you're speaking something truthfully and you're speaking from the heart and you know that this is not your character, something must be said. And I just wanted to address the court and give my perspective on the things that I felt during this trial and the judgment that I felt that the jurors gave us was not the correct judgment.
Long story short, take me back to my cell. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was some bullshit right there. Bro just got up there yapping, start throwing a little bit of Jesus in there, a little bit of Bible in there, down there blaming the females. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to that at the end. But right now, we gonna watch the sentencing come down. Was the judge affected by the bullshit that came out of his mouth, good or bad? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Reason why I don't know is because his offer was 25. And your offer usually on the light end. You know what I'm saying? That's 25 is heavy. But let's listen to the sentencing and then I give my final observation.
Mr. John Michael Hakeem Gibson, would you please stand? Okay. On count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 10. On count 10, rape, life in confinement.
Whoo! I know Buddy Heart dropped. Ooh, I bet you wish you wasn't around with that Nina or Keisha. Damn.
Count 12, aggravated sodomy, life in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 22, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 1. Count 23, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 22. Count 24, on the lesser included offense of battery, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 25, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 23. Count 26, pimping, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 27, pandering, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 28, keeping a place of prostitution, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 29, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 30, simple battery, merges into count 24, battery. Count 45, possession of prohibited items by an inmate, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 25. Conditions of this sentence: no contact with any of the victims named in the indictment, to include Diamond Irvin or their families.
I ain't gonna lie. Forget all the rest of the other, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the little stuff she about to say, because all of that other shit is pointless. She start talking about how he had to register if he get out. You just gave him life on 2 or 3 different charges. But let's get back to the story at hand, bro. Cash Out, life is over, as he know it at least. Saying at least he get to live on. A lot of people gonna be scarred for life anyway, especially the victims. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that every person that told on him was a victim. Some motherfucker was already with it, doing it. But you still, you know what I'm saying, that little pimping charge. Because if you notice, some of the stuff that he said in his statement was that a lot of these people was already doing it. Yeah, but you can't be their boss. You feel me? You still dead wrong. And not to mention, during the trial, they said basically he was whooping their ass, beating them up. I'm saying, putting straight paws on them, hands and feet. You got what you deserve, my boy, if that's the case. But they said you was beating on them. Then they also said you would be sticking objects in their butt for punishment. Like, what type of punishment is that? Bro's done. Mom is done. His mom got 30. And I see another defendant over there. I don't know who that is, or I ain't even look into it. If you want me to really build on this case and actually take a look at everything, just let me know. I'll definitely do some more videos on it. But mom got 30 and then he got life, right? A lot of people are going to say he was stupid. He should have took the deal. He should have took 25. They offered him 25. Good lawyer. Might have, like saying, maybe wiggled down to 20, but probably not. They offered what they offered, which was 25. Would you have took 25? Keep it real. Would you would have just signed up for 25? I ain't gonna lie. Cat's out the bag. I'm 35, right? 25 plus 35 is 60 all day, right? I don't know if I'm signing myself up to get out of jail, prison at 60. I just don't know if I'm willing to do it. And I think and I don't think you ever been in a situation where you might have been facing that much time. I have. And I'm fuck it, like we gotta rumble, because usually the lifespan of somebody anyway, I'ma just guess probably 70. Most people check out 75. Bro, you gonna give me 10 years left to struggle in a real world with no money, no income, no shorties, no nothing. Mom Dukes is probably gone. Like, I'ma come home to what? So I either want to come home ASAP or I don't want to come home. Do I sound stupid? Do I sound retarded? Maybe in your eyes, but to me, being 35 and you offer me 25, probably got to rumble it. I'm saying 70, maybe 80 max is life expectancy. I don't know if I'm signing up to come out of jail when I'm 60. If I got to wait all the way up until then, fuck it, keep me. I mean, I do know some 60-year-olds is smooth as hell getting around. I don't know, G. I don't know. What do y'all think, though? Let me know in the comments. If you would have took the 25, or if you'd have fought that John, do you think he deserved to get life? Or what do you think he deserved? Me personally, life is unreal. Unless you're doing some mass shooting shit, bro, or something to kids, which I did hear was somebody underage. I don't really know about the life shit. I think every case, maybe if you like kill, like I said, mass shootings, or there's some real evil, heinous shit, messing with minors or elders or something like that. Oh, I don't know, bro. And maybe that's the street side of me, but I do think you deserve a grit. But if the women was willing participants until the heat got on, I don't think Buddy should be in jail. Was he wrong? Yeah. I don't think he should do life in jail for something that everybody was equally wrong in. Now, if it's true that you was whooping their ass, they couldn't leave, and for punishments you just shoving shit in their ass, get Buddy out of here. But if not, bro, I don't really. Matter of fact, I just want to hear y'all opinion. Am I tripping? Do I need to tone it down whenever I'm doing these reports or these stories? Because I be feeling like I'm going a little too hard. But I'm just speaking my mind, so I'm probably going to keep doing the same shit. I'm going to just tell you the truth. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about the boy Cash Out. And did he crash out? Would you have took the plea deal for 25? Would you have rumbled that thing? All out in between. Mom Dukes got 30 as well. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to catch y'all boys on the next one.